The second thing we always talk about is this idea of subversion. So this is very sort of understanding the emotions of a customer brand relationship. So if you take a very negative, traditionally negative sort of set of emotions, so think about you as a customer and an insurance company, right? No one will outright say, do you know what? I love my insurance company. And a lot of the time it's because the insurance company's motives compete against that of the customer's motives. So in effect, it's not in the interest of the insurance company to pay out. And actually sometimes customer claims can be false, and they can try and game that system. So inherently there's often a mistrust. And actually insurance is built not for necessarily supporting people, but for trying to tackle fraud. So actually it's that small percentage of people that the whole service is optimized around. So Lemonade, which is a sort of digital insurance startup, so in essence tries to break or subvert the idea of this mistrust between the insurer and the customer. So what they do is they basically say, for any unclaimed premiums within a year, they will not keep that as retained profit, but they will pay that to a charity of your choice. So in essence, you're able to pick your charity. So actually, it encourages you not to make false claims because it's likely to be a charity that you feel quite passionate about. And actually, you don't feel like they're going to retain all of the profit. So they're making a decision based on the merits of each individual claim, because actually they're going to give 40% of any premiums left over from the year to that charity anyway. So they're not necessarily in it for more profitability. So they've kind of broken and subverted that sort of complex emotional relationship. And one thing in our own work we did a lot of work with Mercedes-Benz for the after sales service. When they surveyed people's perceptions of car servicing, they realized that they were only second distrusted sort of service provider to traffic wardens, and so the people giving tickets to cars. And in essence, it's because you never know. It's like a mystery box. You take your car in, they tell you it's going to cost X amount, and you never know if it's a genuine quote or not, or because your technical knowledge isn't as much as the sort of mechanics. Yeah, exactly. So one of the sort of silly questions we ask Mercedes-Benz is, why can you not fix the price? So why can I not go in? Why can it not be like a bit like an airline where you've got like an economy service, a premium economy service, and a first class service? And actually the model's different. So you can sort of subsidize maybe some of the economy services with your premium service, etc. Because they had a lot of sort of fleet servicing that they would do that would support some of them financially. So actually my Mercedes-Benz was something that span out of that, which was a fixed price model for your car servicing. So you knew that actually for this kind of service, it would be $29.99. It would be no more and it would be no less. So the idea that one of the big things they needed to fix to drive people back to Mercedes-Benz dealerships was the fact that you could absolutely trust not only that it was going to be a Mercedes-Benz service, but actually you could guarantee what you were going to spend on it. So that idea of subversion is a really powerful one if you can identify the sort of emotional sort of clashes between the customer and organization. The third thing is we always talk about superpowering, giving people superpowers. So the idea that a superpower for a parent would be just give me more time, give me more sleep, give me more sort of control. So actually a lot of the time it's how does you, Mahmood, plus the service that I'm providing, turn you into superpowers, supercharge you. So that's kind of yeah, exactly. And think of any service that saves you time, and that's virtually any. It's superpowering your day, right? You can focus on the stuff that you like. Okay,